Edit.
Congratulations, you never cease to amaze me.
Oh, please.
You were so phenomenal in this that honestly, Jake, last year I said to you, I didn't think you could top Nightcrawler. I know I'm gonna be talking to you forever, so you're probably not gonna, I don't know how you do it. We know what you did with your body, so I'm not even gonna go there. It's evident when we see that, but where do you go psychologically to play a guy like this?
It's just the same thing with every character, is like spending time in the world and reading a ton and stealing things and behavior from people. And so if you have 5 months, it's a good amount of time to really to prepare. And I believe that in films, you just have, and that's why when we were talking about Little Shop before, it's like we had 6 days to rehearse and 4 days to perform, and it was just insane. So, and that was terrifying to me because I really like to be prepared.
Yes.
And
that's on stage too.
Right. And particularly on stage, I like to be prepared. So it was definitely more terrifying. But I think there's actually something about film where if you're not prepared, it sees the minutia in a different way. It sees the little teeny tiny things that and I think you can read that experience on an actor's face, behind their eyes, and see those things. And so I just try and accumulate that. And with this, that's what I tried to do.
Where does your discipline come from?
I think it's been passed down from generations, I think. I mean, my grandfather was a surgeon, and my grandmother, my mom's side, was a pediatrician, and then I also think my really owe. My father has a lot of discipline. He was a sportsman. He was a wrestler when he was a kid, and he was always really disciplined and always up really early in the morning doing work, writing. Woke my sister and I up every morning. My mother got by, I think, solely on she's so talented, and she's disciplined. But my father really instilled that in me and made it something that excites me. It gives me joy.
Yeah. Are you a boxing fan, or were you before you even started this?
I wasn't a boxing fan before I started. I am an avid boxing fan now.
Oh. Because you went to the fight in Vegas, that big fight. Wow, to sit there after what you went through and to watch that, it must have given you such an amazing insight into what these guys go through.
Well, I caught up, I went to Manny, I went to the last 2 fights before that fight of Manny's, and I went to the last 2 fights of Floyd's before that. And then I went to a number of different fights in between while we were researching the movie, and watched so much tape on all of them that I felt like I kind of caught up to the fight over a year of research.
Yeah.
It was a really engaging fight for me for the first 4 rounds, and it was fascinating because of the techniques that I learned and being able to watch them, and being able to watch the boxing aspect as opposed to everybody wanting a knockout or some brutality. So yeah, it changes everything.
Yeah.
It changes how you watch everything.
I can just imagine. Yeah, like I said, we're going to see you next in Everest, which, hopefully we'll see you back here at TIFF. But like I said, you must have a condo here. You're going to have to already. You come here so much. You got to move here.
I mean, they're building a new building every week, so I feel like if everyone in the world doesn't have a condo in Toronto, then, you're really...
They have the Jake Gyllenhaal floor all ready for you. You know that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What I was going to say was, I stayed in the same room that I'm in here now when I was at TIFF last year, but I could see beyond the room. Now there are 4 buildings that were built, and now I can't see. So, you're gonna have to get to a higher floor. It's gonna be like buildings in the sky in Toronto.
It's unbelievable. Well, again, you've just done such an outstanding job in this. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
Nice.
And you know what? I want to hear you sing. I really do. So we're gonna have to put that on film one day soon.
It's gonna happen again.
Awesome.
It's gonna happen again.
Can't wait. Always lovely to talk to you. Thanks, Jake.
Nice to talk to you.